Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to be doing some exercises, yoga poses, and stretches that I use when I feel a lot of tension, especially in my upper body, neck, jaw. I find I clench my teeth a lot. And so there's some things that I do to help me process all that. One is to spend some time with my pet. Gordy's a big fan of yoga, so he might be joining us a little bit today. I also, like I mentioned earlier, love to be outdoors. It's a nice, beautiful fall day here in Sedona, and um, just sitting outside can be very relaxing. So we're going to just find a comfortable seat, wherever that might be for you. Some comfortable clothes. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Today's a sweatshirt day for me. And just we'll start by centering ourselves. So let's take a comfortable seat. Again, that can be anything that feels good to you. If you like, it can be much more comfortable even to sit up on a blanket or a pillow so that your back has a little bit of relief. And I invite you to close your eyes and just breathe. You don't have to control your breath. And just feel your body gently moving with each inhale. Maybe you're lifting, expanding, and then on the exhale, releasing, grounding. And then take your right hand under your left armpit and your left hand under your right armpit. Feel your ribs in the back with your fingertips. And give yourself doesn't have to be super tight or hard, just a little bit of a hug. And keep breathing, feeling the inhale and exhale. Noticing the sounds that might be around you, whatever they may be. Feeling the air as it wisps by your skin. Maybe you can feel a cool sensation as the air enters your nostrils. And then go ahead and switch the cross of your arms. So whatever arm is on top now, take that and put that underneath. And just keep breathing. Again, just bringing your attention to your breath, to any gentle sensations of the air around you. And go ahead and drop your hands down by your sides and gently let your chin come down to your neck. So your gaze will be down at your seat. And just breathe a couple times here, letting your shoulders roll back. And then gently tilt your head over to the right hand side. And go in slow motion so that you can feel where there might be any little kinks or knots. And as you inhale and exhale here, feel your shoulder just letting it fall down, relax down. You may even take your left hand and place your fingertips down next to your hip. And as you inhale and exhale, just feel the lengthening here from your ear down your neck to your shoulder. Again, we don't want to strain it, pull it, do anything super forceful. Just want to let gravity help us create some space there and open up. And if this feels like too much, then bring your head back up a little bit more, or bring your hand back to your knee. And then slowly bringing your gaze back down, back to center, and we'll come to the opposite side. So we'll take our left ear over to our left shoulder and just feel now that right shoulder being helped down with gravity. See what it feels like to put your fingertips down on the right side. If that feels like too much sensation, just return it to your knee. And keep inhaling and exhaling. Nice, full, complete breaths. And then again, you'll bring your gaze back to center. And we're going to just gently nod our head up and down. So slowly tracing your nose up to the sky or as high as feels good. And then exhaling, letting your nose trace down again so that your chin comes down to your neck. And we'll do this a few more times. Again, just noticing what it feels like. Maybe noticing your shoulders here. Are they nice and relaxed away from your ears? These are some very simple moves, but we very rarely take time to take care of our neck and our shoulders. So this is a really nice, gentle way of caring for them and releasing that tension that we store. When you've finished that fourth or fifth round, come back to center. And we're going to do a couple of shoulder rolls. So we're going to start, and again, we'll do this all in slow motion. So we'll take our hand out, right hand out in front of us, thumb pointing up. And it's as if it's the second hand on a clock. Just let it gently tick up all the way up to 12 o'clock. Feeling as you do that, your right hip anchored down as your right fingers reach up to the sky. Taking a nice deep breath here at 12 o'clock. And then continuing to let the hand come back behind you. You'll hit a point where it sticks, right? Your shoulder doesn't go that way anymore. And at that point, you're going to very gently just open your shoulder up and let your right arm continue back behind you. You'll feel a nice opening. I can feel this all the way into my pinky finger as I open up here. And then just pause for a moment and take in how that feels. Another deep inhale and exhale. And we'll do a second one on the right side. Again, we'll start out hand in front of us and very slowly just letting that arm tick up, reaching, feeling the anchoring of your right hip bone, actually both of your sits bones connected to your seat as you lift the right arm up and let it continue back behind you until you find that point where you want to open, creating a lot of space here, and then letting the hand continue back behind you. And we'll relax again. I'm going to turn so that you can see me from the side on the next one. And we'll start now with the left arm. Again, slow motion here, just letting it tick up, feeling the extension. So again, your seat's really connected. For me, it's the pillow I'm sitting on. And when I get to about here, it sticks and I can open my shoulder up. I feel a twist all the way into the right side of my back. Nice opening here, all the way from my ear to my fingers. It's a really powerful stretch. And then we'll come back. Pause and inhale, exhaling completely. And then we get to do another one here on the left side. So we'll take our left hand, and then again, letting that open, creating that space, letting that arm come back down behind us. And then just relaxing for a moment. And we're going to do some stretches here, some shoulder stretches. So we'll take that right arm this time up straight, then bend the right elbow and take your left hand onto your right elbow and just give it a gentle press back just to get a nice stretch right here. And you can bring your head down just a little bit so that your gaze is out in front of you. Inhaling and exhaling. 3 nice, really deep, complete breaths here. And then we'll release that down. And then we'll come to the left side, left arm straight up, letting that elbow come back, right hand to the left elbow, creating just a little bit of tension to stretch that out, tricep area. Again, bringing your gaze down in front of you. Nice couple of breaths here. And then go ahead and release that. And we're going to do something similar again. If you'd like, you can keep that same stretch that we just did, or feel free to modify it. So I'm going to take our right hand up and bring it back. And this time we'll take our left hand behind us. I'm able to clasp my fingers here, but if you're not, then just grab a strap, or just, you can even keep your hands this way, or you can just do that same stretch that we just did. Get a little bit more of an open, and you're just doing a really gentle tug here, pulling the right elbow up and the left fingers pulling down on the right fingertips. You get an opening in the back. I even can feel my vertebrae cracking into place here. Nice 3 to 5 breaths here. And then go ahead and release that. Maybe shake out your palms a little. And then we'll come to the left side. So the left arm up, elbow bent, right arm behind. It helps if you bring your palm to face the wall behind you, and then bend that one up. And again, 3 to 5 breaths here. Just feeling that left elbow now lifting up. Gaze still down and straight ahead. One more breath. And we'll go ahead and release that, shake it out a little. And then we're going to come to tabletop position. So we'll have our wrists under our shoulders, our hips over our knees. And let's just do a few cat-cows here. This is a nice way of just getting some alignment in your spine. On the inhale, you let your chest be up. Don't throw your neck up really high. Let your chest be what guides you. Your gaze doesn't have to come up very high. And then pressing away, pulling your belly button into your spine, exhaling completely. And do a few here. And just really feeling the movement of the shoulders, maybe a nice widening of the shoulders as you press down into the mat. Then on the next one, we'll come back just to tabletop. And we're going to do some thread the needles. So we'll start on the left side. We'll open our left arm up. So you get a nice opening across your heart center, pressing in with your right hand into the surface beneath you, letting your left fingers really open up. And if you have a stiff neck, go ahead and just let it look down at your bottom hand here. Or you can look out straight ahead. Find the place that feels the most comfortable for your neck. And then on the exhale, you're going to take that left hand, let it come through underneath you, resting the left shoulder down and placing your left cheek down. I like to bring my right arm out in front of me when I do this to get a nice stretch on the right side too. And a couple of breaths here. And then we'll bring that right hand back down, pressing ourselves back up, coming back to tabletop. Let's do another cat-cow here to recenter and realign. And then we'll come back to tabletop and come to the right side. So again, we'll open up, reaching, pressing down, creating some space. And then on the exhale, gently letting the right arm come through, right shoulder down, right cheek down. Left arm out front if that feels okay. If that doesn't feel good, just leave your left hand down here. And then we'll go ahead and inhale ourselves back up, coming to tabletop, pressing your hands in. We're going to come into a downward dog. And just find whatever stance feels good to you and let your head hang. This is a good way to release some tension here. Just letting your neck release, maybe waving it side to side a little bit. And then walk your hands and feet together, bending your knees, clasping your elbows, opposite elbows, folding forward here. And again, just letting your neck release. Maybe gently swaying side to side, letting your head flow. Yes. Maybe a little figure 8 movement, infinity movement here. And then bending your knees, tracing your fingertips, coming all the way up to stand, pressing down with your feet. Just use your core muscles to let you lift up, and then arriving into Tadasana. Taking a nice inhale in, exhaling, hands to heart center. And I'm going to have us do one nice, gentle Qigong type move here, just letting yourself flow out. So it's a nice, gentle movement, just flowing side to side. Again, I invite you to close your eyes here. Just breathing. You can even, if you'd like, let your hands tap onto you a little bit to get a little bit of just a little circulation going. And I like to let my head flow a little bit with this too. Again, just to release tension in my neck. And then coming to stillness, letting our hands fall by our side, bringing your gaze down to a spot in front of you. We're going to just do a little bit of gentle jaw opening. So opening and closing your jaw. Maybe a little side to side of the jaw. And then we're going to do a little bit of tapping. So we'll start at the top of our head. Tapping is a really simple way of releasing tension. So we'll start by just tapping on the top of our head and then maybe slowly tapping our fingers down to our ears and then back up again and then back down again to our ears and back up again. One more time. And then we're going to come back of our head. So feel the tapping here coming down your neck. Just going up and down a few times. We'll come to our foreheads, tap a few times at our third eye center here, maybe just with one finger or two. And then you can tap along your scalp line over to your temples. Maybe tap your cheekbones a little, out to your ears, and back in. And then tap that spot where your jaw opens and closes. Mine is a little tender here because, like I said, I tend to clench my jaw. It's a way of holding on to stress. You can either do this standing or seated, whatever feels best to you. I feel more like coming down right now, so feel free to join me or sit in a chair, stand, whatever feels good. Tapping underneath our jaw a little bit, back to our ears again. Just maybe explore, see what places feel tight. And then we'll just let our hands come back down to our laps. We'll take another deep breath in with our arms up overhead. Bringing your gaze down, exhaling your hands to heart center. We'll do another one of those. Deep inhale in. Exhale. Nice audible exhale. Keeping your neck nice and loose. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope these simple movements have helped you release a little bit of tension in your neck and shoulders. And if you enjoy this and you'd like to see more, please subscribe to our channel, Village Yoga Sedona. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.